Relief Mile called the Blue Mile. It's a race for the environment, and Conrad Humphreys is the man behind it. He's with me in the studio. Morning, Conrad.
Good morning.
What's this all about then? The Blue Mile. That was a film, wasn't it? The Blue Mile?
The Blue Mile could well have been. Well, we've got this fantastic mile stretch from the Mayflower Steps to the waterfront where Chichester arrived, another nautical hero. And this is a race designed to get people engaged with our water and raise some lots of fantastic money for a big environmental charity.
Why the environment then? Why are you so concerned?
Really, the key thing is about, first of all, getting people engaged with the water so that they're a little bit more aware of it. They're not perhaps so scared of it. In particular, it's got some species and some marine life which are under threat from humans dumping things into the water, right the way up to things that we're doing in our household that run into streams and so on and into our water environments. This last year, we've seen the Marine Bill come into force, so over the next few years we're going to see a lot of attention being focused on our water environments. The Southwest has some of the best beaches in Europe. They're under pressure, and so I think it's really a chance to make people a little bit more aware of just how fragile our ocean environments can be.
But how safe is it for us to be in it? I mean, you were saying that a lot of people are scared of the water. That's because other people, and I've had them here in this studio, are almost turning up in the media and telling us we should be scared of the sea because it's a dangerous place. So which way is it, Conrad?
I think it's always good to have a very healthy respect of the sea, and we need to sometimes go out of our comfort zones a little bit just to experience the challenge and zest of life. The water the planet is 70% water, so we'd be pretty sad if we never got ourselves immersed a little bit in the water. But there are stepping stones to it. You can go into the open water Lido, for example, on the front, which is a seawater pool, and do your mile of activity in there if you're not quite ready to get yourself immersed in our wonderful sound.
Well, I was going to say, because getting into the sea, one, it's cold. Mind you, you're holding this in July, so it's not too bad. But two, you'd have to be a fairly strong swimmer, because even you may be able to swim a mile, say, in a swimming pool. Swimming in the sea is a different kettle of fish, isn't it?
It certainly is. It certainly is. I mean, first of all, you can wear a wetsuit, so that gives you a little bit more buoyancy and helps the swim. But yeah, don't underestimate the challenge of open water swimming. There's been a huge surge in open water swims in the country this year because people are actually quite excited by getting out into the fresh air and having a bit more chop and a few waves sort of breaking over you. But absolutely, you need to be able to swim comfortably a mile in the pool, which is at Central Park is 50 lengths, before you undertake something like this.
So on the day itself then, obviously all these people will be jumping in the sea. Of course, you'll be in some kind of rubber dinghy with a big loud hailer saying, "Come on, everybody, in you go." You're obviously going to lead by example here, Conrad.
Yeah. Well,
I hope so.
I'll probably be paddling or maybe even. I mean, there's a number of ways you can do it. You don't have to swim. You can do it in, on, or next to the water. In fact, the beauty of this course is we've got a 1 mile walk just along the waterside, so you can just walk with your family and then finish up at Westhoe Park, where we've got a fantastic sort of experiential village with things and activities to really enhance people's perception of what is out in our beautiful sound.
And so what's the objective here? What do you want people to take away from this whole experience?
I think there's two really key things, really. One is can this be the first step to getting people engaged with our waterfront and perhaps, the catalyst to perhaps them trying a new sport. The second key thing really is the more people get engaged, the more aware they might become of the fragility of the water, and it's on that simple basis that they might become more caring for our environment.
And very briefly, Conrad, your next challenge, what's next in your diary?
Well, God, good question. I think over the next 5 months, making sure that this is a real success. Later on in the year, we've got a solo transatlantic, which I'm still very, very keen to take part in.